Alright, we are up and running. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. This is the live stream for Marvel Heroes, and I'll be go ahead and uploading this to YouTube later, so we'll go ahead and do the standard introductions and, of course, standard commentary as we can. So, today is the day that early access is granted to everyone that purchased an Ultimate Pack. We got about 7 days early access. I do believe you get about 4 days early access if you get a premium pack, and of course everybody else gets in on June 4th. So here we are, the standard starting screen. Choose one of your 5 heroes. I'm just going to go ahead and do what I did last time. I'm going to go ahead and pick Storm. Let's go ahead and she looks pretty cool. I would like to try her out at some point. At this point it shouldn't matter. I should be able to get access to all of them, but yeah, the servers, man, wow, it's actually a day later than everything was supposed to start. It's technically the 29th right now. We were supposed to get in on the 28th. They just had a massive issue.
Give me strength.
Just a massive issue that they couldn't deal with, apparently, and they wanted to get that straightened out before anything else. So here we are. We're in at the tutorial area. Let's just see if we can't take a look at any options here real quick before we move in. Graphics level is on high, very good. I'm going to turn off VSync full screen. Can I bind any of my mouse buttons at this point? Let's see if I can find out. Nope, still can't bind my mouse 4 or my mouse 5. That saddens me. Oh well. Stop moving when mouse button is released is not checked. Oh, they still don't have show damage numbers. They had that at one point. That makes me sad. Well, it looks like it saved all of my volume settings. So hopefully it's not too bad. I'll turn motion comic all the way up, I think. There we go. Really? Audio takes a restart? What? Well, I'm not too worried about it. So what's under help? Oh, okay. Activate power, left click, right click. Oh, it gives you a little bit of a rundown on everything, doesn't it? Inventory, loot, vendors. Even gives you all the shortcut keys. Little information on crafting. In-game PvE, in-game PvP. PvP is currently in process. So I didn't hear them say that this is still in beta, but apparently it's going to be kind of like it's in beta. So what's a fighting power? Involves precision strikes, martial arts, or weapon training. Energy projection. Wow, there's a huge glossary. So you take role of iconic superhero. Information on this page should help you master the basics. Click to move, blah 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 blah. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and get out of that. So unfortunately the options are a little bit bare bones at the moment, but that's okay. Here's Storm. And of course getting a little background noise here. You'll have to forgive me just one moment. Okay, of course, that would come at an inopportune time. Alright, that's fine. Okay, let's move on. So let's take a look at my roster. Yes, good. Everything is unlocked. So with that, what I want to do is go over some of the costumes that you get here. I have no credits, as we can see. Let's go to the store. Looks like they have given me a little bit of a balance. Now, I don't know if that's just the starting balance there for my pack, or if there'll be more later. They did say that extra money for early adopters, or basically for ultimate packs, has not been included. They said that was one of the reasons that everything got held back. But that's quite alright. Let's see. Can I show you any of the costumes from in here? So, for example, if I go all the way down to Wolverine. Okay, nope, it doesn't show up in the store. So there are about 4 costumes in total that are exclusive to the Ultimate Pack. And it looks like, you can see here, I've got all these packs open. I've got a general stash. I've got basically all the costumes available through the stash here. And I can unlock more with the cash they've given me. That's great. That's fine. So let's look at some of the exclusive costumes, shall we? Real quick while we're here. Let's scroll down. We're going to go ahead and start with Wolverine. We get... Here it is, Weapon X. So let's just go ahead. Activate Wolverine.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
I'll go ahead and zoom in. There's your standard Wolverine. There he is. Alright, so if I go ahead and put the costume on him. Yeah, go ahead and bind it. There you go. So this is Weapon X Wolverine. As you can see there, it's got the helmet and some things hanging off of him. Yes, but not much else. So, yes. Do you want a naked... semi-naked Wolverine? There you go. That's Weapon X Wolverine. Alright, I'll go ahead and put that back into the stash. Wolverine, put him back there. There we go. So what else? Well, Iron Man has been out, so what was the new one? The exclusive costume for him. That would be... Iron Man 3 movie costume. Okay, I thought it would say Mark 43 because I believe that's what it is, but it's not saying that. It's just saying movie costume. That's fine. Let's see. Where are you, Tony? There you are, Iron Man. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So here's the default Iron Man costume coming in.
We all agree I'm in charge, right?
There he is, Iron Man, looking spiffy. Alright, let's go ahead and show the exclusive costume. There it is. This is the exclusive Iron Man movie costume for the Ultimate Pack. Bit of red and beige, I guess. Huh. I'm not overly impressed by that one, honestly. I like the Starburst costume, and that one's available to everybody. That's Iron Man. That one right there. I think that one looks really nice. I got a ton of costumes for Iron Man. Alright, so that is the exclusive movie one right there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and put on the original again. Back to stash. Alright, and so another costume that was exclusive. I'm trying to remember, there were a total of 3. Iron Man. Hulk. The Hulk Maestro costume. Ah! Come on. And out. And Hulk smash.
Something needs smashing.
Alright, so here's default Hulk. And with the costume, Maestro Hulk. Excellent. Bearded Hulk smash. Alright, let's go ahead and put that one back on. Alright, so lastly, the costume I will be using for today is a costume for Spider-Man. We get the Symbiote costume exclusively. So this one is unavailable unless you purchase the Ultimate Pack, and it is an enhanced costume, much like Pirate Deadpool, which will have its own audio, its own special flair to attacks. So unique animations all around, basically. Scroll down a little slower. There you are, Spidey. Come on.
Here I am. You miss me?
Friendly neighborhood wall crawler, right there. So let's go ahead and put on our unique costume. There it is. Ooh, look at that. It's got the little tentacles kind of running around it here. That is a nice looking costume. Okay, and the web balls have been replaced with basically a symbiote shot. That's pretty cool. Functionally, they should be no different. It will pretty much act just like any other Spider-Man costume. I'd say of between the costumes, my other favorites besides this one, you probably notice a theme here too, would be this guy here. And this guy, which is pretty much just a recolor of the same one. So for today, we're going to do a little bit of Symbiote. See if there's any unique voices that he has while we're playing him. Now which armor would that be? The Spearman armor? Let's go ahead. Come here. Tony! Tony, where are you? He's got so many armors in this game. I have pretty much everything. The unique costume, I'll show it off again. This is the unique costume for Iron Man. Let's just go ahead and bring him up one more time. Since he's being requested. Oh. That's annoying at times. It's okay. It's okay. Switch out. Nice.
Let's make this quick.
No, I'll go ahead and show this off again, though. I didn't really think this one was a great pick for an exclusive armor, but there it is. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that one I didn't know about. And this is his movie armor. That's, he's got so many other armors I like better. My favorite is this Starburst armor, quite honestly, of the ones they have in here. I really do like that one. There's quite a few armors in here. If you want to see what Spider-Man has real quick all around. There. These are the armors that he has. So just about 6 right now.
I never get any peace and quiet.
Okay, let's put this one back. Give this a shot here. Let's get our quest. Let's get going. Interested to see if he says anything unique.
Humans. Oh, pardon me. Just a glitch. How can I help you?
Oh, glitch, right.
No, of course I had nothing better to do.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
You are not interrupting.
Heads up, people. This is Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've called you here because we have a bit of a situation. As we speak, the supervillain prison known as the Raft is under attack by agents of Hydra. Several prisoners have already escaped their cells. Level 7 threats. Like Green Goblin. Sabretooth. Living Laser. Dr. Octopus. Some have even escaped the island. SHIELD has agents on site, but we need your help. Get to the raft and do what you can. Good luck.
Well, I can already tell that Spider-Man's a little more angry in his responses using this suit. Wow. Alright. Okay, Mr. Naked Witch Doctor, the Snook. I'll acquiesce to your request. So there'll be a brief pause here in the stream as we do that. One moment here. I shut down Skype, so I gotta turn it back on. Alright, should be right back with that. There we go. There we go. A little bit of noise there. Oh, hey! My Spider-Man's getting beaten up on.
Oh god.
Hey, you!
Oh god.
Stop it. None of that.
See how long it takes to kill you.
You break too easily.
Woohoo! Wow, yes, he is. He's...
Fear us.
Fear us!
Madam Hydra.
Yes! Venom Symbiote. Spider-Man. I am in...
Fear us.
Cool. I'm definitely looking forward to playing this guy a bit more.
I'm really glad that they added like the combo attacks on his basic attack.
I know. Didn't it used to be just like a couple punches?
Yeah, before like it was like a right hook, left hook, right hook, left hook. Now he actually feels like Spider-Man kicking around and stuff.
Yep. Kind of jumps all around. Yeah, pretty nice. Oh, first green item. What do we have here? +1 to current rank of web shot, which I believe is this one. Yep, okay, cool. Let's add that.
But yeah, what that guy was talking about in chat was an Iron Man suit basically for Spider-Man. That was in a comment.
They obey the supreme
It
Hydra.
would have been cool if they would have added that in here, but unfortunately, maybe down the line.
They might. There's no telling what they'll add and what they won't. Okay.
The biggest reasons they probably didn't do it is because it has like extra arms on it, and that would make him look really different than what he does now. It'd add a lot more to his body.
I like how it's got the tendrils from the suit just kind of moving around there.
Yeah. Now, is that supposed to be the special effects, or are they talking about the special effects from that? It's supposed to be like the different effects on the attacks.
Well, it's a little bit of both. He's got the suit itself's got the tendrils kind of moving around there. He's also got specialized voices for the suit only. You can kind of hear that he's being more angry, talking about fear us. He's being kind of dark, as it were. You know, not the typical wisecracking Spider-Man that we're used to. So that, and you can see like here from the web shot, it actually is, instead of him shooting from the web shooter, it's the symbiote suit shooting out pieces of itself.
Yeah.
So, and when I noticed when he jumped out, he also uses the symbiote's web for the web sling. So you've got a bunch of that stuff. It's just kind of a little cosmetic things here and there.
Yeah. I'm sure Tintin will have fun with it. I don't get to play it for like another 5 days, 4 days, whatever. Something like that.
You purchased a premium pack then?
The $20 pack, whatever's 2 days early.
Who'd you get it for?
Jean Grey.
I should have known.
Well, it was Jean Grey or Thor is the character I wanted to play the most, and they sold out or no longer available, just the Thor one. So I was thinking about getting the one I didn't realize until after I bought my $20 pack that they actually had one with Thor and Jean Grey, a $60 pack. They
Really?
had both of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here they come. Just gonna beat them into a bloody pulp.
Pirate will.
Can't wait to see the little effect on your web blasting you get. Like the white on the ground, I'm sure it's gonna do that.
Yeah, more than likely. Time to fight the living laser. Ah, get that thing away from me.
I want to see Iron Man leveled up to 30 just before I can see his ultimate. That
Indeed.
sounds really cool.
I haven't seen any of the ultimates yet, so
Yeah, I have. I've seen Thor's ultimate on a stream, but it's just like a team buff. So it's not really impressive.
all right. Ah, that's kind of painful. Health pack. As for Punisher, I never played him beyond like maybe 1 or 2 levels. He was kind of weak for a while.
Time for some
Well, you have no
great
excuse to
power.
try all the
Oh,
heroes again now.
that's a beautiful line. I like that line.
What have we?
What do you say? I got it muted.
Yeah. Well, you're also kind of loud compared to the game sound, unfortunately. Enough about responsibility. Time for some great power.
We are Legion.
You probably could turn Skype down.
Probably. I find it funny that I'm having that problem, considering that the game back in closed beta had a problem with sound where the game sound was way too loud, and then they fixed
And
it.
no
apparently.
options to turn it down.
Pretty
There's no
much.
options to turn it down either. There's no sound options early on.
Oh, Hawkeye bodysuit? Psh, Hawkeye.
More like Archer.
Indeed. Yeah, this is not a wisecracking Spider-Man. Wow. Almost makes me think I'm gonna have to go through the game more than once with Spider-Man just so I can hear his normal quips.
Or you just change costumes.
Well, yeah, but you'd have to change costumes and go through it again for the different parts of the game or whatever. Running into different heroes.
Yeah.
I imagine that his interactions with other heroes will be very different. This being the one exclusive enhanced costume, I'm pretty sure they replaced almost all the voices.
Don't make me do that again.
Okay, so I got a small cone on my Spider Strike. Let's go ahead and go into powers. So what have I got? I do have Spider Sense. Dodge bonus plus 10. A level up will give me 12.7. I can get Web Swinging Assault. So we'll go ahead and do that. Physical damage, knockdown duration for 2 seconds. And Leaping Assault gets a buff from that as well. Okay, great, we'll get that. What should I level up beyond that?
Oh god, there's an icon for the ultimate now.
Indeed. Sounds cool. I think maybe I'll get the strike leveled up. Let's do that. Basic attack.
Do that.
Alright, new power. Throw that onto the A slot here. Yeah, just as I thought, the symbiote would act as the web. Hey! We're twins.
I think he's been working out a little bit more than you.
Maybe.
He looks beefier.
Let's make this quick.
I'm not afraid of you, no.
Doesn't that web thing knock them down if you swing over?
Oh, look.
Yeah.
It's time to play.
Well, he just had a unique greeting to a Green Goblin. Come on, buddy.
Look out below!
Do they have patch notes out for what they all added in?
Yes. There's lots of patch notes out there.
You look over there, kind of fun.
That kind of hurt. I'm just gonna stand in this cloud. Act.
Because even up to a couple of days ago, Green Goblin did not shoot them little like blades at you. He only had the poison bombs and the air barrage.
I remember him doing those on the more recent builds.
Violence
Yeah.
is
I mean,
always the
I played like 3 days ago. I don't remember.
Ooh. I remember it. Violence is always the answer, he says. Awesome.
I think you're crazy.
Okay, Poison Cloud. Oh, it actually tells me what damage it does. 18 damage per second when you hit. So I can actually see the damage on the Poison Cloud, although I can't see the damage on the laser. Interesting. Alright, some defensive gloves, defense, health regeneration, grants web spray at 3. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put that on then. That's this right here. Slows and weakens, slows by 45%, 18 damage dealt reduced, lasts for 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds really. Alright, let's throw that on, take a quick look at it. There it is, nice and black. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Glad you could make it.
There's vision.
That I have.
Not bad.
The raft assault was a spectacular success, if I do say so myself. Thanks to Hydra, there will be bedlam in the streets of New York.
And the list.
Yes, the entire list. But I can't help but wonder, Dr. Octopus, MODOK, Wizard, what does Dr. Doom gain from their freedom?
And with this, we end our transaction.
This is it.
This technology exploits a flaw in Tony Stark's security system.
Well then, hail Hydra.
Be gone.
Pretty much the dark and brooding Spider-Man I was expecting he would be for having the symbiote suit.
I'll go easy on you.
Hill here.
Couldn't find anyone else to help, huh?
Okay, so I get a fortune card since I've already got all the heroes. So instead of unlocking one of the 5 base heroes, so that's what you would get here for anyone who hasn't seen. You basically get one of the 5 starting heroes, and whoever you didn't pick, you have a random chance of getting one of them from this reward. So after you do the tutorial mission, you actually will have 2 heroes. You get one that you pick, and then one given to you at random from the pool of 5. So you're not left with just one for a long time until you can find a new hero out in the world. So they make sure that you have some. There's also another point at which you beat Dr. Doom, I believe, at which you will gain another hero. So you can have a total of 3 of the starting heroes. Pretty nice to see that they're doing that. What is this? It gives 1 of 5 exclusive costumes, a random pet, decorative artifact, retcon device, matrix of unbinding, super experience boost, super rarity boost, experience boost, rarity boost, or a rare mystery prize.
No, of course I had nothing better to do.
Well then, let's go up. I think I want to level up my crafter.
I have a few new toys for you to check out.
Let's talk
Think
to
you've
Wonder
got what it
Man.
takes?
Okay, I need to find 3 elements, nanotech filaments, and other crafting. Let's see. 3 nanotech filaments. Well, don't have that yet. For now, I will go ahead and level him up with the metal I found. Some of the whites, and of course the green. There we go.
Maybe I was just crazy. I just want to look at your cable video on YouTube. I guess he did shoot the whole things up.
No
I didn't
blocking.
remember him.
Stick to the plan.
Alright, so card, boost gain, experience bonus. Oh, okay, so using the card grants you the experience bonus right away.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you an item, it just does it.
Yeah.
That's kind of a shame. And
I probably should have told you that.
probably, yes. I was hoping it would give me an item, not
I didn't know you were going to click on it.
consume it. That is a shame. They should they should warn you about that, probably. Oh well. Quite alright. Unfortunately, I've noticed there is no tooltip that tells me how long it is. Oh, here it is in the lower right. There we go. Fortune card, 100% bonus to XP earned. Each additional fortune card bestows this effect extends duration. It looks like it lasts for half an hour. That's not bad. I already get a bonus to experience from the pack I purchased.
Yeah, Drew found one of them
Blog about this.
when we were playing in the closed beta, and it's a pretty big chunk. Like,
Couldn't find anyone else.
it's pretty
to help,
nice,
huh?
at least early on.
Okay, so here you can actually get a little background of
I'd come hero with
the,
you, but these motions won't file themselves.
a little background on the guys you're fighting here. So here I can talk to She-Hulk to get a briefing on the Magia family. Gives you a little bit of experience. And up here we can see the guy that I still wish was in the game, and of course he is not playable, Mr. Gambit. Of course, Nightcrawler is also not available. Grumble, grr.
They might be later.
Later. Later is not now.
Oh my god, can't have everything.
Yes, I can.
If they would have left out, they would have leave out someone else to put them in, and then other people would be in.
They already left out Human Torch. They could have put in...
He's dead! He died.
To be a real pilot.
In one of their motion comics, he dies, but he's gonna be a player character. He's very strange.
Right.
Free of corruption.
I don't know how he's gonna be playable when he's dead, but maybe he's a zombie.
City, crawling with lowlives. Costume criminals run rampant. For every one of us, there seems to be 10 of them. And all of it clenched in the thick fingers of Wilson Fisk, the kingpin of crime. It's time. It's time to take the city back. But everywhere I turn, something like that happens.
That was awful loud, Shocker.
Well, then hurry your little self up there, Rhino, and break through the vault like you said you could. Well?
Shh, I'm focusing here. 1, 2.
Business hours are 9 to 4, gentlemen.
You son of a... No! Off me!
Shield will be by to pick him up. Hopefully they won't blame me for the blackout. Damn. Where'd your little partner go? One down. One to go.
Daredevil!
Hi. You can call me Agent Coulson.
Alright, so...
Yeah,
Before someone
I really like the idea that they went with motion comics instead of like just regular cutscenes.
Agreed, agreed. So apparently here's one of those little special effects you can get onto a suit. Looks like Captain America has his face burning. That's a random effect. I don't know if I'd want my face on fire. Lots of people in the streets. I like how there's little events that give you experience, like subduing rioters.
Yes.
Oh, did I already fulfill it? Yep, I've got 3 nanotech filaments already. Ooh, Bajillion Entertainment, so we can go into one of the sub-instances.
Nothing beats good engineering.
Cave-like area here. It's the Den of Evil. It's the Den of Evil. Will I get a skill point for completing it?
Takes you to the cow level. And no J Rolts in front of him.
Oh, I went down. I wasn't paying attention to my health. Alright, waypoint it is. I'm like right next to it. I'm just sitting there, clicking away. Loading, loading, loading.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab me some breakfast. But I'll be back. Feel free to drop off the Skype call. I'll let you know when I come back.
You have fun.
Have fun? Hunger.
You have hunger
It's bacon
fun.
time. It's
Hunger.
bacon time.
Right.
What else would a slink eat?
Alright, let's make that a little better, shall we? There we go. Alright, less dying, less dying. Oh wow, I see what happened. That guy hit me hard. Oh, he's got the extra damage effects. Well, that explains that one, does it not? Yes. Yes, when dealing with the ancient evils, you must pay attention to your surroundings and know when the opponent is about to beat your face in. It is absolutely imperative when fighting the forces of Dr. Doom, to pay attention to your health. Yes. Alright, so, let's see. 2 defense, so less defense, but health regeneration, and web swing assault at 2. Well, I'll take that. Cool. Let's see here. Defense, 4 defense, health regeneration, I already have better. Okay. So I've got the filaments I need. Let's go back and fulfill my requirements for this quest here. Alright, so let's go up here. Talk to Wonder Man.
Think you've got what it takes?
Hey, Cap, you figure out you're obsolete yet?
Oh! Wow, I wasn't expecting that one. Calling Cap obsolete. Wow.
This place is massive.
This is a mean Spider-Man. Jeez.
Okay, I'm impressed.
Okay, so I have to combine these three.
I do enjoy a nice, quiet lab. You can get a lot done when you're not worrying about fighting supervillains.
Okay, so right. Create. Okay, done that. Go back here. Do I get anything out of it? Okay, cool. Simple astral and simple enhanced. Great. Okay, I have to craft a dynamic serum. Okay, I can do that. So, miscellaneous, dynamic serum. Create. So that gives me 10 damage, lasts for 20 minutes.
Think you've got what it takes?
And that's that. Okay, so now the crafting vendor is fully open.
I just invented?
Let's get him up to rank 2 if we can. Nope, not quite. I'll go ahead and put that in my stash. And let's body slide back out of here. Well, let's powers first. Powers. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put a rank into that.
Don't see good craftsmanship like this anymore.
And the fists.
Didn't know I could do that.
Alright, body slide back. Bit of loading. It's quite alright. We'll be in the MMO section once again.
All we need now is a candle.
Overall, this exclusive costume is pretty nice. I definitely like the look of it. I mean, it's the symbiote suit. Why wouldn't I? I do like the fact that it does have kind of a special effect around it. That is kind of nice. But I miss the wisecracking, quipping Spider-Man. So I'd have to say I'm torn on which one I'd want to play as full-time going into Spider-Man.
Leave me alone.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and use this potion for now. There we go. So we can see on the lower right hand corner the potion that I just consumed is also here, so the bonus to damage dealt. Although it is kind of disappointing that it doesn't give details. For example, the fortune card is giving details, but this one isn't. It just says bonus to damage dealt. Well, of course we know from the description it said plus 10, but if I forgot that for any reason... Oh, defeat the Hellbane gang, 19 out of 40, huh?
Do I get a badge for this?
Another world event. A couple other heroes helping out.
I could use a few more lines, you know.
Thor is a good character to choose. I've watched, I haven't played him myself, but I have seen a couple people play Thor. Snook, who was on the line just a bit earlier, he has played him a bit, so I got to see a bit of what Thor can do, and he definitely has some very nice moves. He's got a dash move at the some thunder that he calls down, thunder and lightning. Very strong character. Oh, there's two of us in the symbiote suit now. Spider-Man clone. He has problems with that, apparently. Excellent. So they go away. We'll talk to Sergeant Hill. Oh, free experience orbs. Looks like someone else has cleaned up the streets around here. Just kind of cruising the streets. I want to see if there's any kind of secret areas, cool looking areas that I may have missed.
Smoke 'em.
I kind of like this little shortcut where you've got pretty much just something cutting through multiple buildings. It's kind of cool looking. See if we can't get a bit further here.
What are you doing here?
Energy defense. Well, it's a good thing that I punch, not with energy, but with raw physical prowess.
This keeps getting more fun.
Okay, put down the webbing so I can take a little less damage. Oh, I missed him, oddly enough. What? There we go. Excellent. Yes, I say you could probably compare him to a bit of the D3 monk. Got some slowing, damage reduction in an AoE here. I've got forward moving attack skill. I got a range attack though, which is kind of nice. Let's see what skills I might have unlocked. The amazing uppercut. Didn't really care for this one in the past, but I'll grab it. Does a lot of damage though, 114 and 160, even more than my normal attack, but its attack speed's 1.3 compared to my 2.7 here. So that's about 100, over 140. Well, this does more DPS than my standard attack, honestly. Costs spirit though, so I have to trade off using, say, web spray or web sling assault in order to use the uppercut. Anything else? I might add dodge bonus. It's kind of nice to get. I kind of want to do that.
Didn't know I could do that.
Be a little more tanky.
Pathetic. I have no pity for you.
I have to see what else the old web crawler has because I have not leveled him too far. Even in the closed beta. Closed beta had such restrictive testing times that it was very hard for me to do anything on it. They basically would open up the game for... At first it was only for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. It went up to like 4, then finally to 6 and 8. But they always did it while I was at work. Well, I work nights and weekends, so of course, even if they did it then... Oh, that chain.
I'm too tired for that.
There we go. I like just spamming the web swing, really. Oh! Except for when that happens. Alright, let's just do it. Put down some webbing, because it's going to be hard for me to move around. Oh, good, good, good. Swing. Gotcha. Yar, there be a treasure chest inside the grocery. Yar. Like gloves. Okay, wow, my gloves went in the wall. Glitchy. Excellent! We've beaten up the evil demonic thugs, and from that, we've obtained some loot. Gear that we might use to supplement our abilities and to become even more powerful. Assuming we can look at them without thugs shooting at us. You, gentlemen, are not very nice at all. You need to go sit in the corner. Go, sit in the corner. Oh. Alright, let's see. 8 defense, web swing assault at 3, web spray at 3, 4 defense. It's definitely more defense, but I lose the regeneration. I think I'll do that. I'll do that. Give more defense. Lucky mask of flesh wounds.
You'll still regenerate if I bite your head off?
Ooh. Oh, you don't want to bite Deadpool's head off. Trust me, you don't know where it's been. Yeah. 4 damage, 9 defense. Okay, not seeing anything here to upgrade to. See if we can get anywhere. Of course, if anyone, of course, has any questions, wants to know anything about it. Again, I haven't really played too far, so I don't know anything about in-game. In-game was only recently added in closed beta anyway, so even if I would have had a chance to play it before, it was only recently, like, within the last month or so, added through patching.
This keeps getting more fun.
I'm liking the experience bonus so far. It's letting me level up very quickly. Now, there's plenty of thugs around here, isn't there?
Man, I did not sign up for this. Leave me alone.
I like skills like Web Swing Assault that let you dash through enemies. It's partially like why I like the skill for the Barbarian in Diablo 3. Merciless Assault is what I know it as because I believe that's the rune. You just basically charge through enemies. I liked it for the Barb because you could lower the cooldown with Merciless Assault and just keep doing it back and forth. It was beautiful. Really beautiful. I really do like the animations for Spider-Man. I mean, they really did a good thing by allowing him to get a little more acrobatics in his basic attack. It was quite basic before. Oh, anything over here? Couple thugs. Alright, Cool, we get the sewers here to go fight Shocker, I do believe. Oh jeez. Lots of enemies in the area. Let's grab that health orb.
That all you've got?
Have I encountered a boss? Yeah, you fight 2 bosses actually in the tutorial area right off the bat. You fight from the very beginning, you'll fight Living Laser. He's the very first one you run across in a side area. And then right after him, the final boss of the training area is Green Goblin, so you get to fight him. Spider Strike. Might not be too bad. It's 1 less damage, it says, but... Wow, there are definitely a lot of enemies here. Let's get in here. Get into the subway. Alright, so I've got some power points again. Of course, got some enemies to take care of first.
Looks like I broke it.
Well, 6 damage, 4 damage. Nope, not really. Okay. Ah, yes. Powers. Powers, powers, powers. Well, nothing new. I forgot to slot Amazing Uppercut, so I'll do that now. That gives me a little under 2% in my dodge. That wouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and grab one of those, and I'm going to go ahead and put... Oh, I can't put more into my strike yet. Okay. Well then, where would I put it? Synergy gives damages to agile attack, which is this one. Okay, well it goes up to 194. Sure, let's go ahead and upgrade Amazing Uppercut. Since I haven't done it yet, here's Amazing Uppercut. There's definitely a lot of promise here. Game had quite a bit of issues in closed beta that I had concerns about, but it looks like they're trying to do the right thing by action RPG fans. I still have some concerns that some of the skills don't synergize very well for some of the heroes, but again, they're working on it, and this is why they push back some heroes, like, for example, Human Torch was supposed to be out. We were supposed to get him today, and Human Torch got pushed back to a later date. We don't know what that date is. And there are other heroes that haven't been added yet. I believe Emma Frost, Squirrel Girl, characters like that, that will be part of the Ultimate package for anyone that bought in. It's just they weren't ready yet for release. Okay, that amazing air uppercut just totally decimated those guys. See, last time I used Amazing Uppercut, I don't think I actually looked at its damage per second. Because it is definitely a really nice power. What's available too? Okay. Okay, I can get the Protective Web Shield now. Negates damage from the front, stuns attackers. So if I get this, it gets 80% damage reduction, which is nice. There was at one point it actually did 100% damage reduction, and that was a bit much because you could sit there and hold on to this, and you could pretty much tank, not for only for yourself, but in groups. You could basically just hold that down and let other people beat a boss while it beat on you. So 80% reduction. It apparently stuns now, which is kind of new. I don't remember that happening before. We can see at the next level it'll gain 3.6 additional damage protection and reduce spirit cost. So we'll go ahead and grab 1 point of that. And I think I'll go ahead and continue to upgrade my basic punch. It's either that or the Amazing Uppercut. Well, that's tough. Definitely tough, because this will help upgrade Sticky Strike. This Amazing Uppercut does really good damage right now. Let's keep them even, I guess. 3 and 3. We'll do that. Hit confirm.
Do that.
Grab the shield, and let's take a look, because the shield will be modified by my costume now, too. So let's go ahead and put the shield out. There it is. Interesting. You see, I can hold it on indefinitely, but unfortunately while I'm using it I will not regain any spirit. I have to not be using a special ability for spirit to come back up. I'm going to have to try it out here in combat and see how the stun works. If it's a reliable stun, it could be a very useful ability.
You ain't taking me in.
Okay, let's take out the range guys first. Not really seeing the stun effect there. Shotguns. Huh. Oh yeah, this is not appearing to stun at the moment. That's it's a shame.
I ain't scared of you.
Wow, yeah, that Amazing Uppercut is absolutely tearing through these enemies. And what you can see here is against normal enemies, well, assuming they live.
And where should I keep this?
Watch out!
If the normal enemies survive, the Amazing Uppercut will actually launch them into the air. Can you use that? No, not really. What about this? 7 defense, health regeneration, web shield at 2. It's got more regeneration. It's got good regeneration too, so you know, I'll go ahead and use that. Alright, sitting on a full inventory, so let's go back and sell. And unfortunately, you know, it took a while for this to come up and for them to get the game running. You know, I applaud them for actually doing that, though. The dev team pretty much stayed up all day and all night to get the game up and running because they, you know, it was their promised release day. They're like, no, we're not leaving the office until this is done. And they
Who's this supposed to impress?
made good on their promise. You know,
You can get a
I'm
lot
glad to
done
see
when
that.
You're not worrying about fighting supervillains.
Alright, he is rank 2. Now, there is something I never did get to try here. Upgrade rare item 1 to 12. Level 12 or less rare blue item. And a simple enhanced genome. So...
Who could dream of such wonders?
what I need to do is basically take a blue that I could level up that I like. Well, let's just say this one. Alright, 20 regeneration, 5. So let's do this. Let's put that, and we get a simple enhanced genome. Transforms a level 12 or less rare item into an epic item of the same slot and level. So the affixes that currently exist will also be on it. So with this piece of armor here, I can use a simple enhanced genome. I'll go ahead and hit create. And... oh, wow. Okay. Took a bit. So there we go. It turned it from a blue to an epic level item. Okay, that's nice to know. So it's real easy to get epics, at least in the beginning. 21 spirit, health regeneration every minute, 23 health, web spray at 3. So, you know, not too great, but, you know, again, it kept what I had from before. So it's nice to know that if I have a blue with stats I want, I can possibly upgrade it to something better. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if I can't get him up to rank 3 somehow. Yeah, that'll take a bit more work. Can I control click between screens or something? Alt click. How about shift click? Nope. How about control right? Alt. Oops. Yeah, alt right donate. Okay, don't use alt. Don't use alt. Shift right. How about just plain old right click? Nope. Alright. You know what? I'll just make this easy. I'll go to the actual stash. Alright, so since it is late, I'm going to try and clean this up. We'll get to Shocker and we'll take care of him. Okay, that's more information gathering. He wants me to talk to Avengers in the tower. That will give me a bit more experience. Alright, shame my experience boost is down, but that got me quite a bit actually. I am sitting at level 6 already, which is pretty early, I think, for this area. Okay, will you survive this? No, apparently not. I uppercutted him and it looked like I knocked his leg out from underneath him.
You don't scare me.
That was a delayed reaction. I punched him, he stood there for a second, then he jumped into the air. Alright, looks like a dead end. What's over here? I see a blurb over here, but I see the exit to the right. Let's go this way first.
You make my teeth hurt. You can still run away.
Just kind of going through a bunch of enemies with the swing, take them out. Just avoid the red circles on the ground. Excellent. Now, there's the lunge. You can do a bit of damage to him. Just going to do the lunge. Just going to shoot something at me that I can avoid.
Can still run away. How's that feel, huh?
Okay, uppercut. That's quite a bit of damage. Look at that.
Go like this. I'm too tired for that.
Wow. Uppercut.
That hurts.
Well, what have we here?
Not bad. Oh, Captain America belt. Darn. Some boots. Yeah, Amazing Uppercut is definitely an ability that I underestimated in closed beta. It's definitely one I would recommend, but just the raw amount of damage it's doing is super high. It's just... I'm tearing enemies apart with this thing. I'm glad I gave it a second look, because it could have been one of those little gems that I completely missed. Not caring for the shield though, having to stand still to use it, channel it, and then it doesn't seem to actually do the stun that it says it has. There's always time for them to fix it. The game is continually evolving.
And now you're broken. Waste these guys.
Just kind of walking into the middle of a group here and uppercut. Just really works. We can see here I've got a small cone on that. The uppercut's got a little bit of a wider one. So you can definitely take out a group of enemies with it.
Take 'em out.
Alright, cool. Nightclub District. We'll get to the waypoint and then I will probably go ahead and close it down for now. It's pretty decent progress, pretty decent leveling right from the beginning.
The Kingpin has a nightclub?
It's a front. It's connected to a warehouse supposedly filled with all his ill-gotten goodies.
Well, sure. He is the Kingpin. I assume everything is a front. For a fast food franchise. You know, because he's fat.
I've got your back. Let's go.
By the flames of Faltine, you try my patience.
Oh, it appears to be a pretty popular house here today, doesn't it? Alright. Very good. Let's go ahead and just real quick check to see if the bug with the terrain still exists up here. Spider-Man with the symbiote suit still can't pick up a car. They didn't adjust my strength accordingly? Okay, good. All the bugs with the terrain appear to have been resolved. Alright then, well I'll go ahead and close this out. I will probably end up streaming later, maybe not today, as I am fairly busy today, but I may go ahead and keep streaming on with the symbiote suit as I go along and play the game, and we'll see what I can do about YouTube content after that. Just kind of want to get through the game and just actually play it, since I never really got a chance to.
Those claws don't scare me.
So we can do that. Facebook poll is up for anyone that wants to follow the any kind of YouTube series or wants to see any kind of videos on any of the heroes that are available. I do, of course, have all the current heroes. Do the Ultimate Pack, of course. So that's facebook.com/Ruronikage, as seen in the upper right-hand corner there, same as the YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll be taking a look at the popular characters and seeing what I can do about maybe going over skills and whatnot to show how the character plays and what they're like. So then, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for coming by, and I will see you again.